being a politician actually is neither easy nor simple nor straightforward for anyone in the world. Now, some people think that entering politics, joining governments, and being a politician is easy, but that is not. But because we will have to make continuous predictions about what is going to happen, what won't happen, and even if it does not happen, then why it has not happened, we will have to have explanations and justifications for what we think, for what we say, for what we do towards the people. That is one matter. And even if we manage to become politicians, then we have to be able to fulfill arbitrary dictates, unwanted, dangerous, uncontrollable obligations that don't come from the government, that comes from the higher authorities, from the repressive state apparatuses of capitalism, bureaucracy, globalism, because they are the modern leaders now of the modern democratic state and liberal society, which is being controlled and steered by the wealthy, powerful, upper class people who have all the money, means and modes of production, riches in the palm of their hands. And because of this control and access to all the riches, minerals, resource, money, wealth, they now are able to hijack the core of the government, and they have already penetrated, corrupted the democracy from the inside and the outside, and now we're not really in control of the government. These politicians are all clowns. They are actors and performers of roles which has been assigned to them by the billionaires. Who knows? That is what happens behind the doors. But even if we are to be a politician and a leader, then we must first have been ruled by very powerful, cruel, or just leaders. Because if we are not really ruled in the first place, if we have never lived under rules, democracies or dictatorships, then we won't understand as to what democracy is, what it works, what is dictatorship, what it is not, and what sorts of strategies, propaganda, these different types of governments apply or use to manipulate the people, to keep us always exploited, diverted, distracted from the reality of corruption, broken society, and from our own basically unemployment, inflation, poverty, injustice, and so on and so forth. So we must first have been ruled, then only we can become a good, just, equitable, authentic, bona fide kind or sort of politician or leader. And even if we become a politician, then we have to be able to fulfill the role that the being a politician demands. That for the role, the foundation of a politician is again rooted in authenticity. Now, modern politicians are bad, but even if we be a politician, then we have to be able to fit into the shoes and fulfill the role of what a politician is, what he does, what he accomplishes. And if we cannot, then we fail miserably. So that's how this differentiation works. So being politician is not easy. Now, if you want wealth, riches,